Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and we have another Paige Bueckers game. Now, this game was tragic. I really gotta specify this because this was a real, to say, roller coaster of emotions. Because Dallas had this in the bag. They were sitting pretty in the third quarter. The fourth quarter started, and they didn't do too bad at first, but then just went downhill after that. And they got outscored in the fourth, and it took a game tying three for Paige Bueckers just to get them to overtime, which was a beautiful shot. So we chef's kiss to that. But then they just could not score an OT, which like Washington was going into OT like almost 5 minutes without a basket. I just do not know what they were doing. This match was just one of those weird ones. Dallas had it. Like Dallas got creamed in the first. Then they rebounded in the second. They went to halftime looking pretty good. They started the third looking great, and then fourth just kind of fell apart. I really can't tell you what happened with this team. Paige Bueckers got 40 minutes this game just because of the overtime, extra time. So she got a little bit more rest, I guess, than average because she normally gets about 3 minutes of rest, but she got 5 minutes technically because of the overtime period being 5 minutes and stuff. She was 7 for 17 on the field, 1 for 4 on the 3 point line, but the three that she did nail was the one that she needed to. 9 rebounds, 7 assists, so close to that double double, maybe even a triple double. 20 points. All of it's good. I mean, add a little bit more fouls, but I also felt like Dallas was in a really bad position here because of like having so many people hurt. They got two people out, one with a left knee, one with a right knee injury, and then Carrington is out with a rib injury. So it's rough. They only shot 37 from the field, 37%. Washington shot better. They pretty much did everything better, except for free throws. Like that was their Achilles heel. That like if they could have nailed those shots, this game would have been really out of the way. But I digressed. It didn't happen that way. So I really don't know what to say, honestly. This game was just a very rough one to see because this is a game that they had in the bag. They would have went 4-11. They would have been sitting way better off, where there almost would have been a chance that they could have caught up in the Western Conference and actually been something there. But it just wasn't there. I really just don't know what's going on. Obviously, the top teams are just really top teams, and it feels like Dallas is obviously, struggling. And I wish it was a little bit better. Obviously, they had that win streak going. Like I said, if they would have won here, they would have been just a half a game back from Los Angeles, which would have been nice. And then, Vegas and Golden State are not that far ahead of them, so not saying that we could have made the playoffs, but this is a very bad setback. We're now officially, to 15 games on the season with 25 remaining, so we're almost halfway there. And once we get to that halfway mark, it's going to be a little scary. But obviously, the league has been really good this year. Minnesota and New York have been going back and forth. Great teams. I think that's going to be the finals, unless a team just kind of gets hot and takes a shot at it, like Seattle or something. Phoenix has been great, which isn't great for us because we got some Phoenix games coming up, but the rest of the team just wasn't there, to be honest. I mean, it was obviously the injuries and stuff, but the points differential for like some of the people that were out there just was terrible. Paige was only +6, so second best on the team, wasn't too bad. Second best with points too, which is about where you see it. I feel like everything else just looked good. I mean, she was definitely playing great defense. The assists were good, steals. She had a block. She's been doing that pretty much, assist and a block at least every game. And like I said, she had a little bit of foul issues towards the end of the game, but I mean, it was a longer game, and there was a lot of opportunities where I really thought that Paige could have taken a little bit more control, but obviously they were going against Washington. And I think, what is it? Is it Seaton? Seaton? She was the third pick last year, so this was kind of an interesting thing to see, pick one versus pick two. So I thought that was kind of a cool little thing. She looked pretty solid too. I mean, I really, when I decided to do this series, I already knew it was going to be Paige Bueckers. I mean, I remember her in Connecticut. Like at least for me personally, I'm a big UCLA fan, so like I watch everything that's UCLA when it comes to college sports. So I try to pay attention to other college sports, especially if we're doing good. And the women's basketball team on UCLA have been pretty solid. Their women's basketball and softball are my two favorite because they are competitive compared to football, and basketball's been a rough last couple of years. But again, I feel like this was a just kind of overall slightly disappointing game. I'd give Paige though probably a solid A. I mean, the 20 points is definitely not ideal because 7 for 17 in the field. I definitely feel like with some of those shots, she should have been in like the 10-11 spot. And again, that would have been one the difference on having a better game. So yeah, maybe actually I'll put her in a B. But I think the season's going good. I like we talked about some of her season numbers, but she's still her average of points are going up because she's doing really solid. Her rebounds and assists are growing up. Steals were the only thing that went down to today. But honestly, where can you really go wrong with some of this? I feel like she's been the bright spot on this season. If she was not on this season, this Dallas team would definitely be the bottom of the league by like not even winning any of these games. I could really honestly say that I feel like Dallas would not win a single game if Paige wasn't there. Even the games where like when she was gone, it felt like she still really just brought a whole bunch of extra stuff to the team, like just that they had stuff already like built because she had done some stuff for it. But yeah, disappointing ending, but it will be okay. Our next game is coming up towards the end of the week, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's super close. We have the Dream on the 24th. Oh, okay, so it's actually Tuesday. Okay. I thought maybe it was the Thursday, Friday game that they normally do, but the Dream coming up. The Dream 10-4 is pretty solid. I don't think I really feel like this is a good team to go against right here, but hopefully they can do some crazy stuff. It's also funny to see, or not funny, but looking at the injury report and so many people on Dallas compared to Atlanta, and Atlanta being just a heavy favorite. So that's not great. But we'll see how that goes. And if you like that video or like this type of series, you'll see these videos every single day, like pretty much, or every single time after the game is done. And if you guys like this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We have wrestling content here. We got a bunch of other stuff, so check out the channel in general. I think you'll enjoy some of the stuff you found here. But until next time, it's been Japan. Bye, guys.